Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black. I'm your host, the PokeGamer. In the last episode, we made our way to here to Striaton City. We did our little exploring routine that we normally do, and we also went off in that direction to see what the Dream Yard had, which resulted in getting ourselves a free Pansear. I did level up off screen, as you can obviously tell. I should probably heal before we get ready to do any of this. We also ended up doing both of our rival battles in the last episode as well, because, you know, you have more than one rival in this game. So, I mean, that's kind of cool, I suppose. But, yeah, so what we're going to be doing today is taking on the gym, and again, there was relevance as to, you know, why we needed the Pansear. So he's going to ask which Pokemon we started with. So he mentions, okay, well, we started with Oshawott, so you're weak against grass types. And then he suggests that he thinks that we need to prepare to face that type. So inside he goes, and then so shall we, because we're going to be taking on this gym. Now this gym's a little, how do I put it, puzzle, I guess is a good way to put it. You'll see on the floor there are three little pads, one for grass, fire, and water. And of course, as you can see, there is a thing there to kind of implement the same kind of what's it called, icon that you see on here. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to step on the rug that best or the best whatever type is on the you know. So since that's fire, we would obviously have to pick water. And then as you can see, there's a trainer there. I forget who I'm leading with. Oshawott. Yeah, we're fine. And then we get to battle kind of like a butler. Whatever. Waiter, I guess. And whatever. Kind of the same thing. Kind of. They're not, but they're kind of the same. And as you can tell, the levels are significantly different in here. The trainers that we had fought up till now are about like level 8 or so. Roughly that anyways. So I mean, levels obviously definitely increased here. So as you can see, this one has a water thing on there, so obviously if you didn't know, grass beats water. And then we have a maid. Who doesn't like maids? And again, waitress, maid, they're kind of similar. Kind of. Anyways, let's water gun this Parrot to the face, and then we'll get tackled, I suppose. And then we'll just water gun to the face again. Purloin. Okay, sure, we'll stay in, because why not? Make sure that Oshawott here gets as much experience as possible, because we may need it. And Purloin is now dead. Level up? Cool. And if you can't tell, obviously fire beats grass. I would like to use one of my potions just to make sure that we have, you know, full health. I believe this, yeah, that was the last trainer. So, with that, we are here at this, and you'll notice there's someone waiting for us, the same person that was waiting for us outside the gym. However, it's not just him, there's also Chili, and there's also Cress. And of course the first one is Cilan, who is the grass type user. And because we chose Oshawott, he will be the one that we end up battling, because the way this gym works is they will determine who your opponent is based off of who you are weak against based on your starter. So because I chose Oshawott, he will be our opponent, because he's the grass type user, and this is the reason why I said go get that monkey, because, you know, fire monkey beats whatever he has that is grass type, which I'm just going to spoil it for you now, is the grass monkey. So I don't really have to worry about leading Oshawott here. He's not going to lead his what the hell is it called? Pansage. Anyways, first gym leader of the Unova region, leader Cilan. He has two Pokemon, both of being a Lillipup and a Simi or Pansage or whatever, it's a pretty straightforward battle. His ace is level 14, partly why I made the Oshawott level 14 off screen as well. Also, it doesn't matter who you face here, every Pokemon that they have will have workup, so that can be kind of threatening, but as you can see he brings in the Pansage, so we're going to bring in our Pansear. I decided not to like really level up the Pansear all that much. I just wanted to make sure it was at a fighting level, because I mean, why not? And it's kind of cool in this generation. Whenever the gym leader is on their last Pokemon, it kind of creates this like I don't know how to word it. Maybe amazing kind of music. I really find it not nostalgic, but very impressive, I guess is a good way to put it. It's just pretty cool that it does this. I'm going with Fury Swipes. Damn, it wasn't enough. He might heal here, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's gonna use a potion, of course. I was kind of hoping that the Fury Swipes would do like 5 and that I would be able to, you know, kill it, but I guess not. So, 3, 4, 5. Nice way to end this gym battle. Very nice way. Couldn't have gone better, I suppose. But whatever. First gym badge obtained. And if you didn't know what it was called, it is the Trio badge. Pokemon up to level 20 that you know are not our own actual Pokemon will now obey us, and we also get the TM for workup, TM 83. Fun fact about TMs in this generation: TMs do not get used up anymore. So if I really wanted to, I could teach workup 10, 20, 100, 300,000, 1 million times, whatever. I can teach them that many times, and it doesn't matter. It's one of the best implementations in Pokemon since ever, basically. Everyone hated using up their Thunderbolts, their Ice Beams, their Flamethrowers, hell, even their Fire Blasts and stuff like that. It was kind of just a major pain in the ass. So this is the other reason why I wanted to get the Pansear. You do need Cut for something that's coming up, and it's one of those few instances in the game where you actually do need an HM to progress through the story. So you do kind of want to make sure you have, you know, Cut for it. But, oh, I forgot about her. She's the one that created the, you know, box system thing. So, yeah. And I don't remember if we managed, oh yeah, we did come in here before. There was just someone blocking the stairway. Everyone else we couldn't talk to. Or we did talk to, I should say. Anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to heal because, you know, I like how I keep getting notifications from this thing on this InstaCheck Shiny Value Pokemon Facebook group. Someone wants me to hatch something for them, and obviously I'm in the middle of something else. So, I mean... But anyways, so obviously this tree here, as I'm sure that anyone who watched the last episode would remember, there's, you know, a cuttable tree here that we need to kind of get rid of. So now what we need to do is teach Cut, and I'm going to get rid of Scratch for it, so. Yes, I would like to use Cut. And one step later, okay, and walk a few more steps and you hear a Pokemon sound. Can we not walk into the wall? Thank you. Anyways, here is a Munna, one of the new generation Pokemon, basically like a dream Pokemon, and this was kind of, you know, a bit much in my opinion, but I mean, there's no harm obviously, but I mean, they kind of, you know, it's kind of something that PETA had probably, you know, used as fuel against Pokemon entirely, because as you can see, they start beating the crap out of this Munna for some reason, and yeah, like I said, it seemed like it was a bit much to actually show them kicking a Pokemon in like a mainstream game like that. But yeah. Anyways, our first battle against the evil team Plasma. Not like it's going to be very eventful because, I mean, let's be honest, all the evil teams are just terrible. They just are awful. Sure. Further proving my point that they are terrible. That crit would have been nicer though, you know, the first time around, rather than making me take a tiny bit of damage. Also, yes, this is kind of a gauntlet. You will be forced to battle one after the other, with no healing or anything like that. I mean, evil team, they're obviously going to be unfair, but it's not that big a deal. Wow, that was just complete and utter bullshit. I think that was the first colorful language I've used in this Let's Play so far. I could be wrong, of course, but... And goes back to kicking the Muna. And hello, gets this. And suddenly there's another one. And then they combine. And now they realize that they're up shit creek without a paddle. And as you can see, there is another Pokemon coming in. This is Musharna, and I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, this is the Muna's mother or whatever. So yeah, I mean, that's a thing. Musharna is a cool Pokemon, but it's just never been competitive or anything. So, I mean, I think its battle cry is kind of cool, very soothing, kind of, I guess is a good way to put that, but I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, well, there's technically some other things that we can do here. I don't have any repels, so I kind of don't want to do it, but I mean, there's some items lying around that you can get. Here, and of course, and as you saw, Muna was around. You can find Muna in this area, which is kind of cool. If you need synchronizers, I do believe you can get synchronized, or like, you know, I think that's something that you can actually get on it, which is good if you want to get like specific nature Pokemon. Obviously, I'm not going to be catching it for that purpose, because I mean, this is just a Let's Play. If I really want to, I can just, you know, off-screen get it and whatever. It'd take a few tries, maybe, but I mean, it's kind of not much different than just, you know, doing the Musharna or Muna thing, so no point. Anyways, as she had mentioned, we are supposed to go back and visit her. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. And she freaks the hell out. And what she's going to give us is something new to Pokemon. It's called the Sea Gear. Now, this only has relevance because of, well, it had relevance. It doesn't have relevance anymore. But the Sea Gear was what allowed a lot of online stuff. It allowed you to connect to the Global Link, which is something that kind of allowed you to do things like go into the Dream World. I'm sure you're seeing the connection here if you've never played this game before. Sure, why not? GameSync is what you use to go online. IR is the infrared thing where you can, like, if you have a friend nearby, instead of going to the Pokemon Center, you can use the IR thing here to connect to a friend, trade with them, etc., etc. And wireless, I think, was something very similar. So, I mean, cool thing is, PalPad also allows me to do the whole friend thing. I can, technically, right now, I can actually trade between this game and my actual white version. So, yeah. Now, sure, the Sea Gear is cool and all, but it's also kind of useless as well. Just, you know, it's kind of just pointless to have, really, but, because, I mean, we're not going to really be doing much with it. So anyways, this area here, I don't have much time to really go any further than this. This right here is the daycare. This is where a lot of people do their little shiny hunting and all that other crap. Once we get to a certain point in the game, there will be an old man sitting right here, and he's the guy that would be telling us, hey, you have an egg, blah, 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 you know, things like that. But there's also a daycare next door, stuff like that, which is you know, a whole bunch of things that we're gonna get into next time. And in the next episode, we should definitely have our next team member. We should, keyword being should. But yeah. So anyways, until next time, this is the PokeGamer signing out.